In the peaceful countryside, the morning began like it did every other morning, but something out of the ordinary was taking place close to the old well behind them. A stray dog had arrived in the town's long-abandoned barn. It had no collar or tag. It had simply muddy fur and bright, intelligent eyes. What drew everyone's attention was not the dog itself, but rather what it was doing. On a daily basis, the dog would trot up to the stone well, circle a few times, and then sit still with its eyes fixed on the dark pit. After that, it would bark, not out of fear, but out of a sense of urgency. The dog's bark was sharp, rhythmic, and insistent, as if it was trying to tell the world something important. At first, no one paid much attention to it. Some people assumed that it was hungry or guarding something it had found, while others simply shrugged it off as a dog's odd behavior. However, the dog continued to return to the same spot, whether it was raining or shining, every morning or evening, and it always barked at the same old well. By the fourth day, Roy, a retired mechanic who lived nearby, began to feel uneasy. The dog had not missed a single day, and it barked with purpose, as if begging someone to understand. Finally, Roy decided to approach the dog, and as he got closer, he noticed that the dog did not flee. The dog wiggled its tail once, but then barked urgently once more, and he looked toward the well. Roy stepped carefully to the rim of the well and peered down, but he saw nothing but the dog's barking. The response was a feeble and broken, but clear yes, help. After a few seconds had elapsed, it finally arrived. Roy's heart was so close to stopping that he ran for assistance within the hour that local emergency services arrived. The dog refused to leave the location and paced anxiously until the rope and pulley system was secured. As the rescue team descended into the narrow shaft, flashlights cut through the darkness at the bottom, which was covered in mud. A guy of advanced age was shivering and scarcely aware. Mr. Harold Green, a widow rower who had gone missing 4 days earlier. No one had realized he was gone. Harold lived alone, and his only daughter lived 2 towns away. She usually visited on weekends, but it was only Thursday Harold had been inspecting the overgrown lot behind the barn when the old stone edge of the well collapsed beneath him. He fell over 20 feet, breaking his leg, and losing his phone in the process he had clung to life by drinking rainwater that seeped through the cracks and conserving his energy, hoping someone would come. Someone did, but not a person. It was a dog astray no one recognized, and it had been trying to alert the world since day one. The story spread quickly. News crews arrived, cameras rolled through it. All the dog remained at Harold's side in the hospital, tail thumping gently. Whenever he stirred, no one came to claim the dog. No microchip, no name. So Harold gave him one chance, because if he hadn't shown up when he did, Harold said, through tears, I wouldn't have had one. Chance was adopted that same week. No longer a nameless stray, he became Harold's companion and a quiet legend in the town. Sometimes it's not the loudest voices that save us, but the quiet persistence of those who care, even if they can't speak our language.